Hey you guys, and welcome back to another video with DIYs by Carolina. I hope you guys are doing well and having a blessed and amazing Sunday. So before I get started with today's video, I do want to give a huge shout out to a few individuals. I just want to say thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I just want to just say thank you. Hey y'all, so I am getting ready to start on project number 2 for the backyard mini series. So I do want to say that if y'all wondering what all this wetness is, y'all, the mosquitoes are on 10. So I had to spray my whole entire body down with some mosquito spray, because when I tell y'all I have been getting chewed up by these mosquitoes, oh my God. Anyway, yeah, so that's the purpose of the oiliness that's going on. But anyway, I did run into a snake the other day, a baby snake, which means mama is lurking somewhere around, and I'm pretty positive she's underneath the deck. So gotta be careful, gotta make sure my dog is okay as well. But anywho, I want to show you guys the space that I'm going to be working with on today. Super excited about it. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. All right, so here's a quick look at the space I am going to be working in, which is literally right across from the area with the water fountain. I want to be able to access this nice shaded area here. You know, just put a couple of chairs here, maybe a little table. I'm thinking of like a little bistro set. And I currently have a bistro set that I'm going to just update. I'm not going to go out and run out and purchase anything new. I'm just going to use what I currently have and, you know, just give it a little facelift. But in this particular area right under this tree, I want to do a little bit of landscaping and, you know, just put my little bistro table set here. I think this will be ideal because it's just the right amount of space between this area and the water fountain where you can hear it, you can relax, you can chill, and you got some shade. So that's the, you know, that's the purpose of me wanting to do a little something in this space. And also, and I'm probably not going to do it in today's video, but remember, I still have to pressure wash the remaining portion of the inside of the fence. So I still have to do that. You guys might remember in this project, I pressure washed, and this side of the fence looks beautiful. It looks nice. So I still have to do this area here, which I'll probably do in a later video. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So before we get started, I do want to show you guys the brick edging that I'm going to be using to landscape around the tree area. And I actually purchased these from Home Depot. So let's take a look at the bricks that I purchased. I actually bought 20 of them, and they were like $2.78 a brick. So yeah. All right, so here's a look at the brick edging that I'm going to be using. And these are extremely heavy. Oh my gosh, they're so heavy. I could only carry like one at a time, y'all. So this is what they look like. They're similar to the ones that are around the deck area, but they're a lot they're a lot larger than the ones around the deck. But yeah, it's the same, you know, the same style of brick edging. It's just a lot larger. So yeah. So you can kind of see here that I pretty much cleaned up the mess that I had over here for the most part. And I was in the process of just kind of raking up the leaves and just kind of tidying up in this space. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, you know, rake up this little pile here. Yeah, just to kind of make this area really neat. So that's the plan. So I'm using the no dig edging temporarily to help me create a nice circle with the brick edging, but this will not be a permanent part of this landscaping. I will be removing the no dig edging once I've created the layout with the brick edging. So just wanted to mention that. All right, y'all, so I want to show you my progress so far. So as you can see, I ran out of bricks, which is typical for me. So this is 20 of the brick edging. I think I'm going to need about, I'm guessing maybe about 6 more to complete this circle. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe about 6 should do the trick, but I'll get 7 just to be on the safe side. So yeah, so I'm gonna run out to Home Depot and pick up those 7 brick edging. Yeah, let's go. All right, y'all, so the time is about 7:47 p.m. to be exact. The temperature outside right now is about 85 degrees. So not too bad, but y'all, let me tell you, if you got some outdoor projects that needs to be completed and y'all have a lot of hot heat like we do here in South Carolina, get it done now, because trust me, if you wait until later, you're gonna regret it. So get it done now. Y'all see I got my little neck fan going on. Get it done now while the temperature is doable, is you can still handle it. It's not too bad. Ooh. All right, y'all, so it is the next day. The time is around 4 p.m. and the temperature outside is 90 degrees. Ooh, hot. Thank goodness for this neck fan. So anyway, I want to show y'all what I did on last night, show you my progress, and then I want to just kind of get into what I'm about to add to this project as well. All right, y'all, so right quickly, I just want to show you what I did so far. So remember, I had to run out to Home Depot, get some more of these large brick edging. So we finally completed this area here. You can kind of see that. So you'll notice that off to the side, I went ahead and created this little area here, and I did that for these planter pots. And so I just kind of put the planter pot in the middle just to kind of guide me as to how wide I want this little area. And so my plan is to do 2 of those. So I got one here, and then right here where I have this stake, I'm about to put another one there. So like a little loop or whatever. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this, because I want to put my little chair and my table right in this area here in the shade. So then that way it's facing the water fountain and you can hear it clearly. Okay, so that's the goal here. And another reason I'm wanting to add those 2 little loops is to create a space where I can incorporate some citronella torches, because if I'm going to be sitting back here and trying to enjoy this space, I need to have some type of mosquito repellent in place. And also I ended up not using these planters, but just so you guys know, I purchased these from Walmart. This is the Mainstay brand, and these are actually stackable planters, and they were $19. So I'm going to end up taking these back because, again, I did not use them. You'll see later on in this video how I ended up landscaping these 2 circled areas. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and get started with creating that second circle or second loop around this space. So let's go ahead and get started. right, so each one of those loops took about 8 of the small brick edging each, because I didn't really want it too big. I just wanted large enough or big enough to accommodate the little planters. But yeah, you can really get creative with this design. So right quickly, let me show you the plants that I'm going to be using in this landscape. So first, we have these plants here. Taurinia, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Taurinia. I got these from Home Depot. They were $1.98, as you can see. They like part sun, and these are annuals. And I love the little bell-shaped blooms on them. So I got some that were pink and some that were on the dark purple side. And here's what the darker purple ones look like. I love the color combination of these, the pink and the purple. I thought that was pretty. But yeah, they're the same price, partial sun. I also got a couple of hostas, or a few hostas actually. So these were $7.98, but Home Depot had a sale where if it's $7.98, you can get them for $5, 2 for $10. So I bought 2 of this particular kind. And I got these hostas here. I love the stripe color, the white on the leaves. These were also 2 for $10. So these were like $5 each. So I got 2 of this style as well. All right, so the first thing I want to do is just to figure out a placement for each of the plants. And so once I've decided on how I want to lay them out, then I'll get started with digging my holes and planting all of the flowers. So before I get started with planting my flowers, I am going to add a little bit of the quick drying concrete in between the cracks to seal it off from any weeds or anything like that. All right, so here's a quick look at the concrete that I'm using. This is the fast drying or fast setting concrete mix. I've had this now, I don't know how long, to be honest. I was surprised I even had any, but I just had a little bit left, and I'm just going to use this in between the cracks and yeah, just kind of seal off and kind of prevent any weeds or anything from growing in between the bricks. So now I'm getting ready to actually start planting each of these flowers in the ground, and I always like to start by adding a little bit of Pennington fertilizer into the hole and then mixing it with a little bit of style green soil, and then of course planting my flower. All right, you guys, so it is the next day, day number 3, and the time is around 6:28 p.m. to be exact. The temperature outside is about 91 degrees. So I am about to try and wrap up this video, or this project, I should say. So behind me, you guys can see I have this bistro set that I've had it for some years, you guys. I mean, like, oh, yeah, it's been some years. So anyway, I'm gonna just kind of give it a little refresh. I'm not gonna go out and purchase a new bistro, no. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just give this a nice little refresh, and I'm gonna use this in my little landscape project or whatever. This is going to play as my little seating area, so then that way I can, you know, watch the water fountain, enjoy the scenery, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so right quickly, here's a quick up close look at the little bistro set that I have. Now, granted, this chair here, you can see that it's broken. Anyway, what I think I'm gonna do is just use this table and this chair, which is perfectly fine, and yeah, just use this in the landscape. And so this is the paint, the spray paint that I'm going to be using. It's the Rust-Oleum. It's the hammered look. And the hammer, it comes in like the black top as well as the brown. I want the black because I want it to have a darker color. So, and I have my little sprayer here, so I'm going to be using this. So I've already cleaned the chairs. They've already dried off. So we're going to go ahead and get started with spraying them because it's already late, you guys. So let's get to it. So we're getting down to the wire with wrapping up this project, and a couple of things I do want to point out. So first of all, the white material that you see here, this is that same type of rubbery material that I used in my last video where I created the water fountain. So remember I told you guys that this was leftover packing material that I received, and I've had it for a while now. And so to me, this is good material to use to kind of block out the weeds whenever you're using rocks in a particular space. I wouldn't recommend using this in an area where you're going to be planting flowers, however. Now, I'm also going to be using some brick adhesive because I'm going to stack the bricks around the 2 circle areas just to kind of make it a little higher. I think it gives the landscape a nice appeal. So I'm going to be doing that, and then also I'm going to be doing this because I plan on adding additional rocks to this space. And this is that little area that I told you guys I wanted to create some type of mosquito barrier using some citronella oil. And so that's the purpose of these little 2 circular areas, is to provide that protection from the mosquitoes. All right, y'all, so before the final reveal, let's go back and take a look at what that space used to look like before the makeover. Again, this was just a nice shaded area that was literally right across from the water fountain feature, and I wanted to create a nice space where I can just come out here, relax, enjoy this nice shade. And so that was the purpose of me landscaping around this tree and providing some type of seating. So let's take a look at the reveal. you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's content. If you did, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. That would really help out my channel. And I'll see you guys really soon in part 3 of the backyard mini series, where we'll complete the final project in this backyard makeover and just kind of go over all the existing projects that we did in this series and share with you guys any updates that were made in each of the projects. Until then, I'll see you guys really soon. Bye now.